posted a Q&A 2 days ago. I'm 1 day late. 2 days ago on my Facebook and my Instagram. I'm just going to answer a couple questions. So I told you you can ask anything. It could be fitness related, kicking related, whatever. Lifestyle related. I don't really care. So I'll do a couple off my Instagram. One of my clients emailed me a list, so I'll do a couple from those. So first question's from John Jett. Let's see, when did you start kicking? Why? What's the story behind it? Mine is probably like most kickers' stories. They played soccer and somebody saw them kicking. It's kind of the same thing, but me and my brother are always known for having really big legs in soccer. I mean, I scored a goal from a goal kick before, and I've scored several goals from kickoffs, just hitting them right off the kickoff. So one of the football coaches asked me and my buddy in California, when I went to high school out there, to come down and kick a few field goals. I hit a 50-yard field goal, and the rest is kind of history. So I played college soccer and decided that soccer wasn't something I really wanted to pursue anymore. Kind of got burned out. So I just decided to play football. And now, you know, I love football. I always say that football was my mistress to soccer. Soccer was always my number one love, and it's now I don't want to play it. I don't want to hear about it. You know, because you go from practicing like 3 hours a day and running in the morning and running at night and doing stuff on your own. Me and my brother would go practice, and you know, we got burnt out. So both of us are the same way. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to play it. I don't want to have anything to do with it right now. Football is my number one. So let's go on to the next question. All right, so my buddy out in Cali, shout out to Brandon Morales. He asked fasted cardio versus fed cardio. And actually, I'm glad you asked this because a study is about to come out for natural athletes showing that fasted cardio actually could potentially do damage as far as muscle building is concerned. So you could be burning muscle on fasted cardio. However, it's not out yet. But for sure, they are for sure that fasted cardio versus fed cardio makes no difference if you're a natural athlete. However, they are studying, though, if you're an enhanced athlete, because anecdotally, lifters who are performance enhanced have anecdotally said that they feel that they burn more fat doing fasted cardio. So if you're a natural athlete, stay away from fasted cardio because it could potentially be harmful for you. So cardio for natural athletes, just get it done, basically. So next one is from one of my clients who's competing in figure in, I don't know, 10 to 12 weeks, I think. So, so Lily, her question is there a such thing as active and non-active carbs? I get confused with net carbs. So she's talking about like Quest bars, how they say like only 3 net carbs. So do you count the net carbs or do you count the whole carbs in the bar? That's a good question. That's their selling point, is the net carbs. So you still have to count them all. So fiber technically doesn't have the same calories versus like a regular carbohydrate. So what they need to do is just have fiber as a separate macronutrient anyways. I believe fiber it's closer to 3 calories versus a carb is 4. So that's why they can say that. Some people think that fiber, you don't actually break it down at all. That's not true. There's still calories in the fiber. So you still have to account for that. So we just count it as carbs. So make sure when you're counting macronutrients for your carbs that you don't go off of their net carbs. Because for them, for a Quest bar, I think it's like 3 total net carbs versus the actual bar I think has like closer to 20. So if you do that every day, you're off 17. That adds up pretty quick. So count the total carbs on everything. Don't worry about the active carbs. Let's see. So that's a couple. Let's see. So let's go on the email from my client and see if I can answer a few of these. What's my favorite muscle group to train and why? Well, I'll tell you the least favorite is arms. I feel like a douchebag when I train them. So that's why I don't do arm days anymore. I do a very simple split. I do legs, push, pull. And that's what I've been doing probably for, I want to say a year. And I've seen really good results with that as far as frequency. I get more frequency, and as a natural athlete, frequency is important. Even if you're enhanced, frequency is important. But especially for natural athletes, you want to hit the muscle as many times as you can in a week, while allowing it to rest as well. So my favorite, man, honestly, right now, I don't have a favorite muscle group, but my favorite exercise is deadlifts and squats. So especially because I just hit 405 for a double, so I'm very excited. Finally in the 4-plate club. It's taken a while. I had to redo my squat, and I'll make another video on that. But so I would say squats and deadlifts are my favorite exercises. I really don't have a favorite body part. I just go in, kill it like everybody else, get it done. All right, best pre-workout. Okay, that's a good question. Oh, and protein. I recommend Syntrax protein. It tastes very good. I just bought MTS Whey, which everybody on the internet has. If you don't know what it is, go to tigerfitness.com, check it out. It's very, very good. Red Velvet is on point, and it cooks very well too. So I would say MTS Whey and Syntrax protein. Also, shout out to Isopure because they make the best ready-to-drinks in my opinion. Pre-workout, honestly, the best one is the one that tastes the best. They all pretty much do the same thing. For me, let's see, I have Man Sports, and I think I still have some, what else do I have? Hold on. Right now, this is one of the best, still one of the best, Hemo Rage. I would say my top 3 is Hemo Rage, Man Sports, just because it's a good amount of caffeine, and then there's one from Nutrition Zone. Damn, I can't remember the name. Oh, that's the best one I've ever had. It's still good to this day. So those would be my 3. But honestly, if it tastes good, nowadays they all do the same thing. They're just a bunch of caffeine. So you could slam like 3 monsters and it'd be the same thing. But honestly, whatever's going to taste good to you, and they pretty much all do the same thing nowadays. So that's best protein, in my opinion, best pre-workout. What supplements would I or if any do I recommend? Very simple. I'm a simple person. So vitamin, I use Animal Pack vitamins. I take a joint supplement, which I think everybody should take. I also take like a fruit and veggie mix, which is just like a scoop. Get your fruits and vegetables in for micronutrients, just in case you don't hit all your macros for the day. It kind of covers you. And vitamin D3 is very good. I don't even take really creatine very much because if my pre-workout has it, or I usually eat a decent amount of red meat. So I would say vitamin D3, a fruit and veggie mix, yeah, and a joint supplement. That's and fish oil if you want to take that. Those are the good supplements to have. Protein's not a supplement in my opinion. It's a food. It's milk. It comes from milk. So I don't really consider that a supplement. But that's really it. I don't really take. You can take branched chain amino acids. The science is still kind of out on them. If you're cutting, I think it's a good thing to have just as far as like an insurance policy, so you can retain as much muscle as possible. But I usually I'll buy them because it's $20 a month really, and they taste good. It helps you drink water throughout the day, and they have electrolytes in them usually. So it's a win-win in my opinion. So those would be the couple that I recommend. Nothing really too crazy. I'm not one of those guys who has a whole bunch of stuff. I used to, when I used to be a bro and didn't know anything or any better. I just read magazines and did stupid ass shit. So, all right, let's do one more. Let's see. Okay, I'm new to weightlifting and don't know where to start. What do you recommend? Work on form. Don't worry about the amount of weight, just work on form. Whenever you first start, don't be one of those people who just go in, does half reps, or tries to throw in a bunch of weight and can't even do one good rep. So focus on form, mobility, probably because If you haven't been weightlifting, you're probably super tight in a lot of places, so mobility and stretching would be another thing that I recommend. And if you're starting out first, I would do either like a bro split where you do like legs one day, shoulders one day, arms one day, back one day, and chest one day. And that's just so you can focus on form on each one of those days. And keep it simple. Don't do anything complicated. Just keep it simple. If you're just trying to weightlift, if you're not trying to like do powerlifting movements or Olympic lifting movements, then just keep everything simple and work on form. And then as soon as you get more used to the weights and more used to the form and your body going into the position that it's supposed to be going, then you can actually start going with like a real program. So that's a good question. So that'll wrap it up for my Q&A for number 1. 11 minutes long, not too bad. So hopefully you guys learned some information from this, and I will be having another one. I'll try and do a Q&A maybe like every week. So if you guys respond to this one pretty well, then I'll do it again. If not, well, too bad. Screw it. So I'm about to go hit legs. Hope you guys have a great day. Check out for the next video. See you guys later. Comment, like, and subscribe.